Over the last 30 years, Trinity Farms has grown from a 4-H project for a young David Lee to a full cattle operation, with a herd sometimes approaching 1,000 animals.
As Kevin Worthington tells us, David expanded the farm from his family's Tennessee Valley roots to an operation more centrally located in the state. And that has allowed him to provide top quality beef directly from his farm to dinner tables all over the Southeast.
David Lee started farming with one steer when he was in 9th grade. He built his operation to include hundreds of cattle on hundreds of acres. But over the past several years, he's learned that bigger is not always better.
You know, Madison County's where we were at. It was tough, especially for somebody starting off a farm. We didn't own a lot of acreage. You know, my dad had a small place there that we were able to kind of work out of. But it was getting harder and harder to hold on to land. You know, people were inheriting it and selling it and made it really difficult to rent. So we kind of felt the handwriting was on the wall that we needed to do something different.
David says they looked all over the Southeast before settling on just 27 acres in Lowndes County, about a half hour from the state capital. The change in location led to a big change in the way Trinity Farms operated. Rather than owning cows and selling their calves, David buys calves and finishes them for the consumer.
I'm taking them from that weaning period and then taking them to finish, which is from 600, 700 pounds, 800 pounds, all the way to 1,100, all the way up to 1,400 pounds is when they could be finished. You know, and some of those big steers could be 1,300, 1,400 pounds before they're finished, whereas a smaller heifer would be, you know, 1,000 to 1,100 pounds. So anywhere in that range is kind of where I'm taking them to.
David says he markets the beef through social media and takes orders through his website, tfcattle.com. A small amount is sold at farmers markets, but most is sold directly from the farm to the consumer.
Customer will tell me exactly what they want: steaks, roast, hamburger, you know, all the different cuts. And so I'll have it cut specifically for them, exactly like they want, and then they can go pick it up or however they want to work it, but it's their meat.
Because the beef is custom processed, most orders are filled in 2 to 4 weeks. Even though the farm is located in central Alabama, David says they serve customers all over the state.
Our main processor is in central Alabama, so it makes it where folks can get their meat, and then we'll take it to wherever they want us to. If they're down in South Alabama, we'll take it to a processor down there, or if that product's going to go somewhere else, we'll kind of figure out where to take it and process it. But most of it goes to Central Alabama processor, so anybody can kind of get to it. So yeah, anywhere in the state of Alabama.
Of course, not everybody wants to buy several hundred pounds of meat all at one time. But many of David's customers have formed groups where they divide a large order among themselves. He says one of the things he likes best about selling custom beef is getting feedback from the people who actually consume his product.
Folks really like to support local growers, local farmers. I think they like knowing they can call me, the one that grew it, and go, well, what was different this year? Why did it taste different? Or you know, just those sorts of things, because they know me, whereas they can't call Publix and go, what's going on with that beef I bought last week? But I love that, because I also like the backside of it. When a customer calls me and goes, wow, we had a meal last night, we had a roast or I had a steak, and it was the best I've ever ate. And so that's neat, to actually see the results of what you're raising.
For Simply Southern, I'm Kevin Worthington.